Hey guys, it's me, Elena. I am holding in my hand the Grail, the gem of my dolly collection, Super Dolphy PS Bisque Romantic Glance Kasumi by Vox. Those dolls are extremely hard to get, and if you are not living in Japan, I would say it's impossible. By the name you might assume that it's a porcelain doll, but actually she is made of some unique secret material originally engineered by Vox. Vox had 3 types of these dolls, and on the day I participated they presented the 4th type. There is My Romantic Glance Kasumi, Opened Eyes Kasumi, Beautiful Yayoi, which I also like a lot, and the newest of all, Romantic Glance Yayoi. Which one is your favorite? These dolls are very difficult to produce, so Vox sells them in very limited quantities. Usually it's about 3 to 4 dolls per 1 to 2 months. They are available only by lottery, and only if you apply in their main Kyoto store / museum Tenshin Osata on a specific day of the lottery. So I traveled to Kyoto without any hopes to get my Grail for the first time. And I won. After I got a call about my victory, I was gathered with all the people who won that day. They put a sample doll of the doll you won in front of each of us and started explaining all the little details about them, like their differences from usual dolls and so on. They were letting us touch samples, take off their wigs, look at all the little details. Everything was very interesting, thrilling, and lasted for about an hour. They also let us take a picture of the doll on display which we won. Okay, don't forget to press the like button for such an unusual unboxing, and subscribe to my channel if you're still not subscribed. What are you waiting for? Let's move on to the most exciting part, unboxing. Your box feels very solid, made from a thicker cardboard than usual doll boxes. It is of a pearl color with some texture on it. On the top there is a golden embossed text, Super Dolphy. There is nothing else on the box. Feels very luxurious. Look at this beautiful packaging paper inside the box. It has golden wigs and feathers all around it and Super Dolphy logos. I'm shaking. First thing we see is the classical Vox envelope. Inside is the doll certificate. It consists of all the doll's basic information and holographic sticker. Here we see that the doll has odd eyes and point body blushing. There is also a document which I signed agreeing with all the specific conditions of owning this doll. You also need to have a membership and have a history ordering dolls from Vox. Another paper in short explains details about those dolls, materials they are made, face up and blushing, and warns about prohibition of resale. Another very important detail, it is prohibited to sell those dolls. It helps to save them from resellers. In case you will sell this doll, you and the person who bought it from you are risking losing their membership forever. The last paper consists of the list of different maintenance services Vox can provide, like refreshing blushing in the case of it being chipped, or perhaps applying a new gloss or eyelashes and other similar services. I love her wig a lot. It is made from a mohair which has a thinner hair than usual synthetic fiber. It gives a more light and fluffy feeling to the hair. Her wig is of a honey color. It is long and wavy. Part of the hair is gathered behind and tightened with a big wide bow. The bow has a wire on its edges so you can bend it to form dynamic shapes. The wig has uneven bangs, and I love that there are also some baby hairs imitations. The wig cap is light. I like that I got this specific wig. They change them, and for the next lottery this doll can have a different wig. However, all of the pure skin bisque wigs are mohair wigs. Just look at her gorgeous, dreamy face. Her face-up is done in a special way, so it feels like it is baked into her skin. This face-up is impossible to damage by scratching with your nails or using face-up removals as you would use for usual face-ups. I think it's amazing, but at the same time it limits creativity as you won't be able to repaint your doll. She has a very intense cheek blush, gentle light eyebrows, soft eyeshadows with an eyeliner, and lips with red accents. There are also visible teeth as her mouth is open a little bit. It is not very visible unless you look from underneath. She has 2 layers of eyelashes. As I mentioned, she has odd eyes. One is light green and one is light violet or pink. Actually, by the combination of wig and eyes, folks most likely can tell who the owner of this doll is. That is so crazy! I like sleepy dolls, and she is definitely the queen of them to me. Her head plate has a PS Bisque text and a unique number which is connected to my name. I don't want to show the number, but I can say that those dolls at the current moment are around 300 pieces total, including all 4 molds. Here on the head cap we can see usual for the PS Bisque material white cracking lines, which are called birthmarks. They are unavoidable during the doll production and could appear in random places. Outfits of all Pureskin Bisque dolls are the same, it's their standard birth clothes. First element of her angelic outfit is this corset. It is made of a silky cream fabric, has 4 pearl round beads on the front and pin tucks. On both sides there are lacing with grey ribbons and laces to which they are connected. Behind it fastens with 3 metallic hooks, and they also have different loops levels, so you can change how tight the corset is fastened. We were informed that the corset hooks and beads needed to be treated gently, as it's easy to tear them off. Inside this corset has a white cotton lining. Taking off her corset, we see that on the top of her dress there is a skirt. The waist part is made of a silk-like material, and to it attach a net fabric with a ribbon sewn to the edge. It fastened behind with the 2 metallic snaps. Her dress is of an ivory light fabric and very wide. On the top it gathered with a string and shows beautifully her painted collarbones. Sleeves are opened and long, reminding me of wings, another angel reference. They are gathered with a string on top with a little grey bow decoration. On the bottom this dress has simple ruffles made from the same fabric. The dress is fastened from behind with 2 metallic snaps. Underneath the dress there is an underskirt made from a very hard white net fabric on a string. As for lingerie, she has long ivory pantaloons. On the bottom they are gathered with a string, have a white bows on the sides and white laces. Pantaloons are fastened on the front with a metallic snap. When I saw those socks for the first time, I personally thought they looked ridiculous. They are made of a thick, soft knit fabric, and in my opinion, they need to protect her lacquer pedicure more than as part of the outfit. They go all the way to the top of her legs. This doll is called by Volks a Dream Angel and has an asexual body. Her body is similar to the SD Graffiti body which my Jo March has. Her unboxing you can find on my channel. And by the way, don't forget to subscribe and press the bell button not to miss out on other doll related videos. The doll feels heavier than usual dolls of this size. I tried to weight and compare with my scales, which are not suitable for dolls, and to me it looked like the difference was about 100 grams. Compared to the SD Graffiti body, this one doesn't have an additional joint in the chest. Also, as it is an asexual body, her breasts are flat. Kasumi's skin tone is unique and is something between white and fresh skin tone of the usual super doll fits. To me also it feels like her skin is shining from the inside, truly an unusual doll. You don't need to be afraid to scratch the paint from it, and also this material is very durable and less influenced by the sun and almost doesn't change its color over time. These dolls come in 2 types of blushing, full body blushing and point blushing. Mine is obviously a point blushing. It means that she has has a very beautiful blush on her hands with shiny nails, collarbones and breasts, shoulder blades, top part of the spine and feet. Feet have shiny nails as well. As I said, you can't scratch the paint, but the lacquer parts like her nails or lips could be damaged. That's why it's not recommended to wear shoes, and you can buy separately unpainted legs for this purpose. One day I might want to try to win another PS Bisque friend for my Kasumi. What do you think about her? Have you ever bought a rare or limited doll? Love dolls and Kong Kong!